We are live. Welcome, everyone, to this last community call of the year. And to all our developer, founder, builders that they're hearing us, we're super excited to host you guys. And here we're hosting this session with Ayush and Yash. You want to quickly introduce yourself?
Yes, you wanna go first?
I guess like a lot of introduction might not be needed. For the last 4 or 5 calls, both of us have been on regularly, each and every call over here. So, but anyway, I'm Yash. I'm the developer advocate for embedded wallets at MetaMask. So, very happy to join in, give you a lot of updates, what has been happening all across, and just talk in general. It's been a while. We have talked about general stuff and this community call. So I would love to talk to the community members. Whatever you have, feel free to just comment it down, and we'll be talking about all sorts of developer trends that are going on. And yes, the last developer community call of the year, so definitely some kind of a nostalgia over there as well.
Nice. Hi everyone, Ayush here. I think I introduced myself yesterday as well. So I lead the smart accounts development at MetaMask. And today we have amazing things on the agenda. Not only what updates there have been, recaps and everything, but also the projects.
Oh, yes. And next time, I think we should have shown up with some kind of like holiday hoodie or something, it's that would be interesting, or like 2026 hoodie. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, as I usually mention, we have a bunch of things that we wanna cover. It's we have a little bit less than 1 hour, and also we invited really strong kind of hackers that won our previous session. And yeah, let's start with a quick agenda. I know Yash, you wanna kind of like jump off in the middle. Feel free to do it, and I think like we definitely wanna have like the recap afterwards. We're super flexible here. So what we will actually speak about today. So we will do a quick intro, and then we jump in directly into kind of like the Dev Cook-Off winners. So for that anybody's kind of like fresh, they don't know what the Dev Cook-Off hackathon are. We're hosting this every month. There are different involving different products and costs with different partners. And yeah, we're always like super proud to kind of like get the winners to present what they build, so that everyone out there listening these live streams can hear and listening to the recording afterwards. We will have Pragma, AutoHodl, and ZeroClick. That's kind of like the first like main session, and then we have a quick kind of like recap of the year, kind of to walk you through like what happens with smart accounts, aka delegation toolkit for anybody out there that didn't remember, with Ayush, and then we'll speak about a bit on embedded wallet, all the journey, kind of like from the Web3 author to where is today. We are actually surveilling a bit also on the doc side. So a lot of work has been involved around the docs, not just revamp, but also like creating new guides and tutorials. And then hopefully we have our colleague from MetaMask SDK. He's still not in the room. He will join at the end. With a special appearance, and we will welcome Shabazz on the stream. So excited, and then we just wrap up a little bit what we're expecting in 2026. So for anybody out there listening, if you guys have any question to the hackathon winners, to any kind of like product that you're hearing, if you're a partner, big shout out. Feel free always to use the chat on the lower side, right. And yeah, are we missing something here? Any session that you guys are more excited to hear?
I mean,
I love that.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Too much excitement.
I've so many last minute sessions already. I guess it will be a jam packed day today already. And you can see like how we are like busy and like doing all sorts of stuff over here. Like you can see the end of the year coming actually over here. Like we are just planning out stuff. We are in back to back meetings and doing all sorts of different community calls and like these kind of things. And office hours is happening just right now. If somebody has questions, they can go over there as well. So a lot of things are happening. It is the proper end of the year vibe before the holidays.
Yes, the last stretch. And I think like I mean my experience is also like last year, yes, you had at the end the holidays, but you still kind of like build the stuff and trying to learn on different things. So that's also like quite exciting. I don't know, like the concept of relaxing is probably like different. Every person has different methods. Okay, sounds good. I think we're good to go. So just quite quick reminder also to everyone listening. I think every community call we kind of like speaking about it, but why we're actually doing this call, right? As we mentioned, for example, we invited top like builders in the space that won hackathons, and we want to really like show and give kind of like a highlight, a space to show what they built. Because obviously this is not a 48 hours hackathon. This is a 1 month long, so there is also like more time and involvement. And I think we're super proud to have to have just top builders participating to those activations. So I think showcase technical demos is something that we're very passionate about. Obviously, like this call is happening every month. This is the last year call. So next one we're planning is end of January, and yeah, I mean it's a packed call, right? Because also we're coming from the entire kind of like Solana activation. There was Abu Dhabi FinTech Week, so there were different kind of like activation, like builder night, and a lot of team was involved in there. And then why we're actually doing this call is also like to show not just a recap, but also show what is happening next, right? Kind of like highlighting and trying to also gather like feedbacks, features feedbacks. Any feedback is always welcome. So always kind of like feel free to respond or just comment. Our DMs are always open. Okay, sounds good. And I think again, like you guys have been around for quite a long time in those developer community calls, and yeah, it's just quite exciting also to have different point of view, but also different insights. Because I think in these calls I'm always learning something. So that's definitely like something that is always happening. Okay. Sounds good. Let's do it. Demo time. So we will bring Pragma now on stage to demo. I think like this was a smart account winner. Ayush, I don't know if you have some kind of like let me check it. Okay, there you are. Welcome. Alcazar, I hope I pronounce it correctly. Please
Oh yeah,
correct. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Just say L. It's fine. GM
L,
everyone.
nice.
Thanks a lot, Francesco, Ayush, and Yash for the intro. So
Big pleasure
let's
to
get.
have you here. Huh? How was the experience hacking on the Dev Cook-Off?
Oh, it's such an amazing experience for me. Um, a lot of things getting involved, and I also would like to appreciate the MetaMask team, especially Ayush, to giving a lot of supports during and after the hackathon itself. And overall experience is top notch.
Nice. Yeah, the fact that it's longer, there is also like way to interact more with the team, right? Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. Feel free to share your screen and let's see what Pragma is all about.
All
Exciting.
right. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
1 second.
We can see your screen.
Okay. So thanks a lot for the intro. I'm El. I'm the founder of Pragma, and today I will showcase and introduce what is Pragma to all of you guys. So what is Pragma? Pragma is a natural language interface for crypto, or to put it simply, think of it like ChatGPT, but instead of generating output text, it executes on-chain transactions for you using delegations. So this is the landing page. You guys can access it in here. We are for gma.xyz. So I list all of the features in here. Like you could say what you want, and Pragma will do it for you. Like show me all of my balances and NFTs, and then Pragma will show it to you. And then you can also do swap, stake, and even buy NFTs. So my goal in Pragma is to basically making blockchain feel natural. And the number one reason why I create Pragma, the problem that I want to tackle, it's crypto UX. Because as a crypto native that using crypto daily, I find it quite complex to navigate a lot of different apps. Like if you want to swap, you go to Uniswap, and if you want to buy NFT, you go to OpenSea, and so on and so on. With that being said, don't forget about the pop-up that's coming all over the place. When you want to swap, you need to approve the transactions and then sign it. and just hope for it to not fail. If it failed, then you need to retry it and a lot of stuff like that. So that's the reason I'm building Pragma, and let's get to the demo and then to the technical part later. So when you click launch app, you will come to the application in here. So I will introduce a lot of things in here. The first one will be the sidebar. So in this sidebar, you can see your activities, and then this tiny chevron here, you can click. It show you your balances, and then it is your NFTs, and the last one is settings. So in Pragma, I coined a term called vibe trading. So what is vibe trading? It's an equivalent term of vibe coding, but it's for trading. So basically, you just describe your intent. And to provide that, I implement a lot of keyboard shortcuts in here to make things faster. So let's get into action. So let's say I want to swap some of my token, swap one each to every stables and claim any of my a priori positions. Just send it.
It's like crypto on steroids.
Yeah. So I will explain everything, but I will show it first. So Pragma gather all of the informations like how much is 1 to USD, USDC, and USDT 0. And then I have one claimable a priori position in here. Shall I proceed with these operations for you? Yes. And then Pragma will execute everything using delegations. So I will explain all of the technical things after this demo. Okay, so look like the, all right. Okay, so Pragma execute parallel transactions because each of these transactions is not dependent to each other, and then it's done. Everything went through smoothly. You successfully diversified the stables and claim your money from a priori. And you can do a lot of stuff with Pragma. You can ask it to show NFTs, show me my NFTs. It can also explain about how Pragma works behind the scene, how Monad works, and a lot of different things. Okay, great. Now let's get into the technical side. So I didn't bring any deck here, so I'm just gonna show the Excalibur here. So when you guys first log in here, let's log out first. When you guys connect a wallet, we use Web3 auth in here. So you guys can use social login. What happened here is Web3 auth creates an owner EOA, and Pragma will check for any hybrid delegator smart account that already related to the EOA. So if it's not found, then we will predict the address via create2 and then deploy it on us. So we sponsor the smart account deployment. And if it's found, then we sync the existing account state and set up the browser session key. So this is the important thing that I will discuss and ready for on-chain actions. So what happened when I say swap 1 to USDC like earlier? So what happened is my intent got parsed by Pragma agent. It's an LLM behind that. And the agent will process with my intent. When I say swap 1 to USDC, it will get a swap code. So it will go for swap, Pragma use monorail and 0x for the aggregator. And then once the quote's ready, it will show the quote and fee to user. So the earlier thing that I type yes to confirm. So this is the key point in here. When I type yes, what happened behind the scene is Pragma create an ephemeral delegation. So this delegation is unlike the long last delegation that could last for days. It only lasts for 5 minutes, and it's very specific into the action itself. So if it's swap 1 to USDC, then the delegation is only bounded to that specific actions. So, and then Pragma will request a signature for delegation into the Web3 auth, and Web3 auth will auto-sign it. So this delegation is being delegated into the session key that the agent held, that Pragma agent held, and it will invoke the delegation with session key and then send it to delegation manager to redeem it, and then execute the swap, and then confirm to the user. So this is what the ephemeral delegation that Pragma use. So the delegate is the session key, and the delegator is your smart account. And for this particular actions, swap 1 month to USDC, the target is the monorail aggregator, with only the selector is aggregate. And we have a lot of caveats in place.
Oh, is it like my internet connection
No,
issue?
no.
I got
think,
scared for a minute.
Yeah, I think L just froze.
Oh, okay.
It's actually quite cool that he's speaking about the caveat enforcer, because I'm
Yeah.
feeling like you are advocating so much about it. You should see this in live. It's quite amazing. What was
He
the
has also
highlight
created,
on?
he has
I'm
also
just
created
reading
his
it.
like own Pragma fee enforcer as well, which takes like 1% fee.
Oh, that's actually quite
Yeah,
that's
it's
quite
like the
impressive.
custom enforcer for the delegation.
Interesting. So how was the let me put here. He's back. He's back. You are back, L. Let me see, where are you? Here. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We were saying the caveat enforcer was a very cool something that the Ayush was quite impressed.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. It get cut off until where did I explain it?
Till the enforcers, you were talking about the enforcers
Oh,
you
this
using.
one?
Yeah,
Yes.
caveats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Something happened. The
I think
stream doesn't want.
yeah, it's the demo gods are not happy
Demagogues
yet.
are always pre-holiday. At least yesterday it worked out, right? We had a
Yeah,
workshop on smart accounts and with you, Ayush, and yeah, it worked out quite well. But I feel like the demagogues exactly don't want to show the caveat enforcers to everyone here. Why you kind of like the project in the first place? Because they actually did the extra mile, right?
yeah. And also like if you see like how it is compatible with the advanced permissions that we're trying to do. So instead of like having an embedded account, you can now directly give permissions from like MetaMask extension as well. So imagine like you can do all of this thing with like for your
Quite
MetaMask
impressive.
users. So
Yeah.
Go for it, Al. I think we have you now.
Okay. So, wait. Do you guys
We
can
can
see
see.
me?
Yeah.
My connection is kind of bad, you know.
It's all good.
no
It's all
worries.
good. No, we are saying
Do
the demagogues are not with the caveat enforcer today.
I? Okay. So this is the caveat that you guys can see. We use the timestamp enforcer, nonce enforcer, limited call enforcer, loud call data. So basically, every actions on Pragma is being using a delegation that is ephemeral and specific to a specific actions. So that's it. And if you guys want to try Pragma, you guys can try this simple command to get some free mon. Wait, let me log in
Pipe
first.
trading.
Yeah. So if you
I
guys
like really
want,
the name.
you guys can do this live trading in the app, and it will send you 5 months to test around and play around. Welcome to the beta. I'm checking out the live trading test.
And that's the real mainnet mon, right? So
Yeah, it's
real money.
live on the app. Yeah, you guys can see it in here. It's live on One Vision.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so that's it. Any questions maybe about what Pragma, or any particular questions that you guys might be curious?
I have a kind of question for you. I think like in the caveats I saw like there was a Pragma fee enforcer as well. So did you deploy your own like smart contract for that?
Yeah, I deploy my own fee enforcer. So what it does, it basically enforce the fee into some of the actions that being charged a fee. In Pragma, we charge fee on stake, swap and NFT buy. So we enforce the
Nice.
fee. Yeah, it's atomic. Yeah.
Nice. And I think like you also like are exploring for the advanced permissions as well, right? Like we were talking
Yeah,
about like
yeah. I'm exploring about the advanced permission as well. So let's hope that everything will just work out with advanced permissions.
nice, nice. And I think like the best thing about like today's community call is like all these projects are live on production, so you can basically go around, try it out, like give the feedback to the developers so that they can improve and like get back stronger.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Ayush.
That's also onboarding. I think you gave a lot of like feedbacks. I was wondering, like in terms of like tech stack. So you used Smart Account SDK. Did you use like or Web3 auth on the embedded wallet side? What
Yeah.
else kind of you leverage or you kind of like recommend for people to use?
Okay. So what's unique about Pragma? Pragma doesn't have any back end. So Pragma run fully on client side. I use
Mm,
Next.js for the front end, and for the LLM agent itself, I use LangChain. So I use LangChain
mm.
with multiple models, and just as per today, so we always iterate on the frontier model to basically handle Pragma. As per today, the live production app are using Gemini 3 Flash. It's for the LLM part, and for the smart contract part, we only use the caveat enforcer from MetaMask and our own Pragma fee enforcer, and we use the MetaMask delegation toolkit or smart account kit.
Nice. It's exciting. Any kind of like, challenges that you had building it, like kind of lesson learned that you could share with kind of like fellow builder in the audience?
Oh yeah. Actually, for the hackathon itself, I was joining the hackathon like maybe 2 weeks before the deadline because I didn't know there is a hackathon at first. So I'm just exploring things using how what things that I could create that combining AI and crypto. So I just found out about Pragma, and then I just found out about the hackathon from the MetaMask Dev Telegram. So to
Ooh,
build
nice.
something in 2 weeks, it's kind of challenging at first, but with proper documentations provided by MetaMask, it's mm, achievable, I think, and manageable. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I think like pinging Ayush 24/7 is always a
Yeah.
good idea. He's
I used
always have an answer for
to give
everything.
me a very good hand, helps a lot.
That sounds good. That sounds good. I mean, thank you so much, Al, for for kind of like spinning and also kind of like showing what you built. I think we're looking forward to see also kind of like how this will kind of distributes around the audience and how people are testing. There is definitely a lot of optimization. Any kind of like optimization venue that you are planning to like to optimize features
Oh
wise
yeah.
or. Mhm.
Actually, this is like a lot of iteration of Pragma. This is maybe like the V3 or V4 because we iterate a lot, especially performance and speed. Because we live on multi chain, so we need to use a LLM model to point and every task we wait on that and
Nice.
how we integrations.
Oh,
Kind of great.
nice, nice.
Nice.
Sounds good. Soon perpetuals. No, I'm joking. Okay, sounds good. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate the time. Okay, let's move to our second team. So we will welcome on stage AutoHodl. So Mani and Ashu, welcome, welcome. Is an honor. Wait, here we have three team members.
Yeah, we
Let me
also
just.
one more.
It's good, it's good, it's good. Multiple team members. Let me share here.
Serial
Welcome,
winners.
welcome everyone. It's great to have
Hey guys.
all the team members here. It's an honor to have you guys. You want to quickly introduce yourself before we're starting the demo? Mani, do you want to start first? That I see you on my right.
Yep. Hey everyone. I'm Mani. I'm a full stack dev from India. And so this is our second time here, and I'm really excited to show everyone what we have built.
Yeah,
Nice. Ashu, you want to go next?
yeah, guys. Hi, I'm Ashu. I'm from India as well. and I'm a full stack developer as well. Let's talk over to Marvin.
Nice. Welcome, welcome. Marvin?
Yeah, hey y'all, Marvin here. I'm New Orleans based. Happy to show off what we built.
Nice, excited. Let's dive in. I'm excited. You guys are being for I think the second time, but let's see also how is the progress going. Who will share the screen? I think you mentioned Marvin, right? Perfect. Let's do it.
Great. So I was disappointed before the call. I found out that my teammates Ashu and Manny have not seen Office Space, which I think is a requirement for any developer as a coming of age. Office Space, the movie, is about a few developers in the 90s who come up with a computer hack. They work for a financial software company where every time there's a transaction, they take a fraction of a penny, they round it up, and they take that fraction of a penny and move it into an account they can control so that they can become rich. And AutoHodl is basically built on that same principle, but instead of stealing money, we're getting your permission to move money, round up savings from your wallet whenever you spend on chain, move it into Aave for you so that you can save and accrue yield. So if you spend any ERC20 token, imagine USDC, on chain, you give, and you're using AutoHodl, we'll round that up and help you save. And of course, we did this in the context of MetaMask card. So we're compatible with regular USDC payments, but we also specifically work with MetaMask card. So if you're using AutoHodl and you spend your MetaMask card anywhere, you can start rounding up your savings. Now, one thing that's normally a kind of user experience pain when you're using a yield protocol like Aave is that when you use the protocol, you get yield tokens, or in Aave terminology, you get A tokens. So if you're using Aave, you put in USDC and you get a USDC back. What's nice about these yield tokens is that they automatically accrue yield without you having to do anything extra. But what's annoying is that if you want to use your yield token and you try sending it to somebody, they're going to get a USDC. And most people don't know what a USDC is. They're expecting USDC. And so that's kind of a bummer. If you want to send USDC to your friend, you have to reverse the process through Aave. You have to sell your AUSDC, get USDC back, and then send it to your friend. But when you're using AutoHodl, we've created spendable yield tokens. And so what you get when you're using AutoHodl is a spendable USDC. It has the advantages of a yield token in that it will automatically accrue yield as you hold it. But what's special is that when you send it to a friend or use it to buy coffee, it auto converts into USDC, and you don't need to do anything extra. So let's dive into the demo and see this all working live. Here is our website, autohodl.money. Simple wallet connect flow. And during setup, you say how much you want to round up. Do you want to round up to the nearest dollar, $100? We auto detect whether or not you have a MetaMask card. This account I'm using right here doesn't have MetaMask cards, so we can't enable savings from it. We can only enable the regular on-chain transfers. And then you can decide whether you want to earn yield, which deposits into Aave, or if you just want to move the money into a savings account but not do any yield. But like I said, this account isn't attached to a MetaMask card. So let's move over to an account that's already linked up and is connected to our MetaMask card. So this went through the same onboarding flow that you just saw. And the usage is super straightforward. Notice that I have $1.04 spendable USDC in my current balance. I don't need to be at the website at all. Now that things are linked, I can send USDC. I'm going to send 0.33 USDC to a different account from my MetaMask normally. And we should see this number auto increment once that transaction goes through. We'll see if the demo gods are on our side.
Hopefully. We're optimistic.
Yeah, there we go. It went up to 171. The recent activity takes a little bit longer to show up, but in a few seconds, we'll see that come through. While that's processing, we'll also show what it looks like to use the MetaMask card. So here is a kind of fake product, but it's real money that I set up through Stripe. And I'm going to buy this product using my MetaMask card. I won't show the card number, but just to show that everything's real, you can see that I was testing this out last night, and I'm really buying something with my card. I'll move off screen to do the actual account details.
We're still happy if you share your MetaMask card detail. Proof of card. Oh, good. It's very exciting, and I assume you can do it both with the USDC, also on Linea on different chains. That's good.
I'll move back here, and yeah, by now we see that that transaction showed up. All right, I just hit pay on the Stripe screen. We're at 171 now. It's processing. There we go. Payment went through for 52 cents. So in a few seconds, this balance should update.
Super respect. You guys not just showing like a demo, they're showing also like a live payment. This is next level. Well done.
There we go, 219. And you can see that the card was really charged just now. And that is effectively the demo. Oh no, there's one more part. So like I said, this is SUSDC that you have in your wallet. And if I send that SUSDC, where is it? Yeah, tokens. Here we go. I can send $1 of SUSDC. It was accruing yield while I held it. And if we look at this transaction on the Block Explorer, you can see that it's ultimately getting converted to USDC, and that's what the recipient receives. And there you go. There's a demo. My SUSDC balance went down, and the recipient got USDC. To round things out, I'll give a few more details. So although, like, you know, with crypto ERC20 tokens, it's pretty easy for us to support multiple tokens. Right now, we are only supporting USDC. This is a look at MetaMask card usage, and you can see that USDC is the most popular token being used. So that's kind of why we chose it. Also, obviously, Circle was a sponsor of the hackathon we won, so good synergy there. To kind of just recap where we are today, where we came from, we did the hackathon this summer, and today, you know, we're not announcing the release of AutoHodl officially on Linea with USDC. Right now, we're working on adding base support. And what's important to call out is because MetaMask Delegation Toolkit, or I guess now the Smart Accounts Kit, wasn't actually compatible with Linea for some of the functionality we needed around 7715. We implemented this with basic ERC20 token allowances. But on base, we do have the 7715 support that we want. So we'll first release on base using the typical ERC20 permissions, and then we're going to iterate and incorporate the 7715 stuff. After that, we plan on launching on Arc, adding additional tokens and chains. And not to gloss over the 7715 stuff, but that was part of kind of the submission that we made for the original hackathon. And this kind of shows the overall flow where a user from their EOA has a delegator. They give a delegation to our protocol. We monitor the blockchain for payments, then we claim those delegations in order to move savings around on their behalf. That's it. You can use AutoHodl now. Follow us on Twitter. Start saving today. Thanks a lot.
This is great. I really appreciate that you guys put also the next steps. I think is one question that we're always asking. I think on the infra side, so you mentioned Smart Account Kit. What else you guys kind of like used and leverage?
I'll let Ashu and Manny answer. They're the real builders here.
In terms of like pieces around the tech stack.
So right now the whole process is like quite simple. It's just basically some the contracts we build and token allowances. Yeah.
Nice.
And as Marvin said, like the one we did in the hackathon had like 7715 permissions, and that's what we plan in future. And like we also like made the contracts in such a way that these delegations can be added in future.
Nice. Any question, Ayush, on the delegation/permission side? Building this in such a small amount of time is quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, like also they had to get their contracts audited and everything, which is also like a part of the journey, which is quite good to see that projects are coming out of hackathon and like continuing it apart from just winning it. So hats off for that as well.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for all your support. Lots of help. Echo everybody else that said Ayush and the team. You've been great support. So thanks a lot.
Awesome. No, thanks so much also for coming and present this to everyone. I think a lot of people appreciate also those lessons learned and kind of like having comparable on what and how to build. I think you definitely like put the bar quite high also for the next hackathon, and we're excited also to invite you guys in. So what's coming also next, right? To see also the progress. I think it's also kind of a distribution game now, and a lot of people will use it. Excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, perfect. So sounds good. So let's move to our ZeroClick. Let me untoggle everyone here. Are you sure you remember ZeroClick or Seon, right?
Yeah.
Let me bring Sean on stage. Welcome, Sean. How is going? You want to quickly introduce yourself? Oh, I think you're muted. You're muted. There you are. Nice.
Okay, so thank you for having me here. I am Cheryl, the founder of ZeroClick, and I want to use this opportunity to like thank the MetaMask team for setting up this and we're able to explore new features and at least like come up with something new. So
Exciting.
yeah, I'm very excited. I'm also excited to be more on MetaMask. So ZeroClick was the idea about ZeroClick is about separating separating authorization from execution. As you all know, DeFi has the fundamental user experience, which I experienced when I came as a newbie to Web3, whereby every action I perform, I have to face annoying pop-up, like I have to sign with my wallet, if I want to like make a swap or I want to transfer some tokens to another account, I have to like authorize using my wallet sign. So the question was that like how can we separate this authorization from execution to enable autonomous execution? So to achieve this, we leverage MetaMask smart accounts and ALC 4337 and the delegation ALC 7710 to come up with a solution. So apart from the regular DeFi operation of swapping, constructing swap, so I thought of like how can we bring fun to DeFi operation instead of it being the normal robotic mechanical aspect whereby I have to like want to swap from Mona to USDC. I have to like click on a token, then click on the return token, then set the fees. I want to like swap pen. So I was like, how can we like bring fun to this? How can we include AI to DeFi operations? So I thought of the idea of having an AI chat interface whereby users can just set their intent that, oh yeah, I want to swap 10 Monad to USDC. So I just type it there like I'm talking to ChatGPT. So that leveraging the MetaMask smart account and the ELC 7710 delegation, we're able to make this successful. So I'll be sharing my screen now and showing you what I built for the hackathon for on Monad DevNet.
Excited. Let's do it. Feel free to share the screen. Yeah, Sean, someone commented the voice is not clear. Maybe I'll put the mic a bit closer in the
Yeah, it's the
meantime.
same issue with me. I always like keep my mic tucked in my like t-shirt.
Ayush has a big experience with the mic checks. Yeah.
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 So
Are you
I just check
sharing?
it a bit.
Sean, sorry.
Is it better now?
Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's better.
Let me know if you're sharing the screen. Yes.
So
Perfect.
can you see my screen? So we're able to set this up on for the DevNet part of the hackathon, whereby we're able to achieve intent-based swapping. So this is the entire flow of what we built. So a user comes to the site, connects wallet, then they are prompted to create a smart account. Then they claim their test token. So for this hackathon, I created about 3 test tokens so that we have unlimited to give users that want to test. So then they create a delegation. This delegation, they set the tokens they want. Is it maybe say USDC, Bitcoin, or any? But the tokens, like 3 tokens, were supported for this hackathon: mock Bitcoin, mock USDC. So taking you further, so now they fund their uh, smart card. So I forgot to explain the model of smart card. So I think of it like your credit card. For example, my credit card is not connected to my bank account. So if I want to use my credit card on maybe a shopping site like Amazon, it has to be pre-funded. So the same model was applied to ZeroClick, whereby users create a smart card which is not connected to their bank account. Sorry, it's not connected to their wallet address. So their wallet address is saved. It's just the smart account. The card is just connected to the smart account. So and the smart card is powered by delegation. So users like already give delegation permission that, oh, you can only like call this program, you can only call this dex, you can only interact with this token. So uh, that is the idea about the smart card model, which we are going to see it in play right now.
Nice.
So this is the AI agent. So instead of robotic way of DeFi operation, we implemented something like you have the ChatGPT interface, whereby instead of constructing your swap mechanical, you can just like chat with an AI agent. So now, as you can see from here, if there I'm your AI trading assistant, I can help you swap tokens, create limit orders, and check your portfolio. What would you like me to do? So now, moving on, you can say I check my balance, give me my balance. So when you type an intent, for example, what is my balance? The powered with Grok LLM, we're able to pass user intent into action commands. So what is my portfolio balance is passed into action of user wants to check my portfolio balance. So as you can see here, the AI was able to like bring up the portfolio balance. And so now this is me here performing a swap 1 USDC for ETH. So it brings me a confirmation card that I should confirm. Like then after confirming, I don't need to sign with my wallet. Why? Because I already granted the agent delegated permission. As you can see, this is the transaction here on the blockchain. So for users that don't want to like use the AI agents, we also make it possible for manual interaction. So you still have your regular traditional swap card whereby you can perform your DeFi operation, instant swap or scheduled swap. And also to leverage on security, user can like edit their smart card in case of delegation, whereby they can revoke their smart card and they can like pause the smart card, as you can see from the demo here.
Nice.
So everything is secure. Users don't have to worry about the account being hacked, or because it's the permission they grant the agents that they just can perform. The agent does not have access to the full custody of their. The agent does not have full custody of their wallet. It's just the smart account balance, which they already granted permission, and they can revoke the permission at any point in time. So that was for the hackathon period. So we also rebranded for to launch on Monad Minute, which I'm also going to show you ZeroClick live on Monad Minute. But for Monad Minute, we were only able to achieve distance swap. We're also going to implement other features like AI intent-based DeFi operations. So I'm going to be sharing my screen for that part.
Sounds good. We have a couple of minutes left, so let's do it in like two minutes. This is quite impressive, eh? Like,
so this is what we have ready for Monad Minute. So we had to rebrand to ZeroClick. We removed the CK and added the Q because of to get our like perfect domain ZeroClick.finance. So I'm going to walk you through the instant swap. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
So this is my wallet is connected on Monad Minute, and I'll try to swap. I already created delegation and smart account, so I'm going to perform a regular swap on so Monad, as you can see. So
you can always revoke permissions, right?
Yes, you can revoke permission anytime, so everything is secure. So as you can see, less than a few seconds, I like the aggregator has got a route for me to perform my swap. So I don't need to swap. I don't need to like sign through my wallet because it's already powered with a trading card I created some time ago. So and everything is gasless. Users don't have to have gas, or I have insufficient balance on my smart account, as you can see. So let me
See, is it me again?
No, it's not. We got frozen. I mean, this is super impressive. The build here. I mean, the fact that you can revoke permissions through the smart account kit, right? That's very
yeah. It's basically like you have a preloaded card. You give delegations from that card to like perform agent some actions, and agent can do anything on your behalf. So as he said, like as of now, it has like the swap feature, but for the hackathon, he also built the DCA feature, and he's planning to add the DCA feature where like agent will be buying tokens on your behalf, or you can schedule the swaps and everything. So even if you're not using the app, it can do things on your behalf.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back, Sean. We're
Sorry,
just saying,
my internet got cut off. Yeah,
it's all
my
good, it's all
internet got
good.
cut off. So I was trying to perform a swap. Yeah. So let me go back to.
I think we got to the
So
swap kind of
I'm trying
concept.
to like perform swap without wallet signing. So
Let's see if it's working. I think you
yeah,
got.
so everything is secured and delegation is revocable any point in time. And we're also planning on integrating other features powered by smart account and delegation. Yeah, I think I'm having network problems, so I would have showed you the other features. So that is a general overview about ZeroClick.
So demo cards.
Demagogues are not with us. Maybe we
Let's.
can ask you a couple of questions, Sean, to kind of like close up. We're speaking about the revoke access, like any kind of like lesson learned that you want to share to other builders out there, kind of like, you know, trick or recommendation that you did during this kind of like month hackathon. I
Okay,
think you got. Can you hear us?
okay, yeah,
Did you add other question, Ayush?
okay. In terms of, let me say you want to like
Oh,
create a delegation for, can you hear me now?
yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes, we can
can
hear
you
you.
come up? Can you come up again?
Oh, the question was just you want to share some
Sorry,
lesson
can you
learned
come up?
about like building this you know, this project, right?
I'm
Like that you
finding
want
it
to
hard
share
to
with
hear.
other
Sorry.
builders.
Can you come again?
It looks like there's like some internet issues.
There's latency. Okay,
Yeah.
Sean, we need to close up.
Okay,
We
yeah,
have
yeah. I was
still.
happy to like build something on the dedicated permission and yeah, and it's very interesting. Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah, yeah. So many things.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Appreciate. Thank you so much, Sean. And yeah, we will also
So
like send
sorry,
over
uh,
the ZeroClick finance link in the chat.
is it
And
fine
looking
now?
forward for see kind of. All good, all good.
Sounds good.
Let's
Okay,
move
yeah.
to our.
So
Oh,
it's very interesting uh, to build something to like simplify DeFi operations for users, like to reduce the friction uh, users face when performing DeFi transactions. So
sounds good. Let me untoggle Sean for a moment. I think we are also at time. I mean, the demo is quite impressive. So let's move to our last part that we're here almost scratching the 50 minutes. I knew that this call was packed, but not that packed. Oh, let's see. We have Yash back. How was the office hour, Yash?
Interestingly, in the office hours, I got somebody who is working on the next hackathon for advanced permission. So that was pretty
Oh,
cool. Yeah,
oh,
and I
very cool.
got a very nice project for that. So people, be sure to actually submit your project. It's just 12 days remaining. We are really looking forward to see your projects out there.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I think this is the last kind of segment. We want to kind of like do a quick recap of everything, kind of smart accounts, embedded wallet, and the MetaMask SDK. We have Shabazz currently in another meeting, but he's joining soon. Let's start with like kind of like smart accounts. Ayush, like how was the entire like you know, experience? I think it's what 6+ months that you are on. You know, how things evolved, you know, from when you saw the first kind of like SDK version to how is now, and maybe you want to share your screen to show some docs or anything.
I think I'll skip for the sharing like docs and everything because I will drop the links as we are like short on the time. But overall, my journey has been crazy. We have gone through so many ups and downs. I mean, I remember like when I started like with the delegation toolkit, which is now Smart Accounts Kit. Delegation Toolkit, even to download the package, you need to have the NPN auth token. And in like around like March and April, like we released the first version like to the public beta. And then down the line, we did like so many doc updates. Like we migrated our docs from like the Gator docs to like MetaMask docs. We like rewrite everything like we had, like added new snippets, new guides, everything. And then we decided to do one more rebranding, which was like the MetaMask Smart Accounts Kit, which went live during the Dev Connect time. And one of the
Yes.
cool thing that we're working now is like the advanced permissions. And I think like it's one of the feature which like sets like MetaMask apart from every other leading competitor we have in the wallet space, because no one does that. And it gives the power to users like what permissions they want to give, and they also can like update it, read it, do everything on the go.
Oh
And I
yes.
think like super excited to see like how 2026 like unfolds with the advanced permissions launch on the MetaMask production extension. So yeah.
Nice. I think like permissions and intent-based use case would basically be an kind of like a very central part of the tech stack in 2026, right? We see a lot around basically like abstracting experiences, and every time you want to abstract experiences, you actually need to have permission specific. Let me share here the doc side around smart accounts. And for anybody listening is interested, we had yesterday another live stream on actually building with smart accounts. Ayush kind of walk us through like a demo and build a very generic app. So that's also like something quite useful. Ayush, any use case that you feel kind of like people maybe during the holiday, maybe during January Q1 and next they should kind of start building that you still didn't see around?
I think like I'm most excited on the gaming side.
Yeah.
Like imagine like we have like stake kind of games, right? Which are very popular in the Web2 world. Imagine like you create a contract for like Russian Revolt kind of game where you create a smart contract with 7701 like redeem delegations function in it, and then you give permissions from MetaMask extension for the contract to use those like funds whenever you want to play the game. And that's basically like seamless experience on Web3, uh, with like user does not have to like confirm on the MetaMask like, every time. They just give a
Yeah.
permission of like 10 USDC, and then user can play the game till 10 USDC are like used.
Yeah, I mean, batch sign, I think is one of the most painful things that happens around dApps, around gaming, right? Right now, I'm on maybe I don't know 5 games. I have 5 different accounts that you need to fund, but also you need to sign every piece of like transaction. It's also like for you want to abstract this for actually gamers. And I
Yeah,
think permissions, it's something super
yeah,
useful.
and
I
definitely
was
with the 804 coming up, hopefully
yeah.
A2A we'll see like more this kind of permission being used.
Yes. What were like your main kind of like lesson learned slash you gave some workshop also during Dev Connect. There is like kind of like highlights that you want to share with everyone that was not there.
I mean, on the agentic side, we saw a lot of like things talked about like permissionless and the trustless kind of agents.
Mhm.
And as of now, as we know, like most of the dApps like kind of expose a private key to the agent, which you should not do. Like
Mhm.
we saw in the demo today as well from the like Pragma ZeroClick, like how you can use delegations to give specific permission and not expose your wallet to the agent, because you never know like when agents can hallucinate or like what can go wrong, and then you next thing you know like your funds are gone. And so one of the things that everyone talked about was how to build the trustless agent and like permissionless agents, where
Mhm.
and that's what we are trying to do. Other thing, the feedback we got was like adding like more permission types on the advanced permission. Like imagine like you have a permission type which can manage the portfolio for you, not just like transfer USDC or ETH, but also do yield, like yield generation for you, can do like DCA for you, or those kind of permissions. And that's something like we're working on like for the next H1. So hopefully more to come next year.
Exciting. I like the sneak peek out there. And I think also on the docs, like around the around smart accounts, we added also a bunch of like, guides and tutorials, kind of like the DevX also improved, right?
Yeah, on the DevX side, I think like we have improved a lot. Like on the SDK side, like we have like done at least 10 releases, and just one more sneak peek. We are planning to release the stable version in January, so it will be the first stable release of like smart accounts kit, or you can
Nice,
say delegation
exciting.
toolkit.
This is the delayed gift from from the holiday. Oh my God. Sounds good. Sounds good. And I think also on the other side around the embedded wallet, Yash, like I think this was not just a roller coaster, but like a shipping roller coaster, right? From the DevX, from the product, from the ecosystem building side. How was the experience? Like,
Well, we call roller coaster. This was like, if you might know the Ferra Rossa over there in Abu Dhabi, it was kind of that.
oh
So
yeah,
the major thing we launched was V10 SDKs, and what it helped us do was extremely seamless authentication all across without even showing that you're using Web3 Auth, which was the earlier name of MetaMask embedded wallets. And after Web3 joined hands at MetaMask, it was like a whole change in the whole way we market these things and the way we present it to developers. So one of the biggest things is the philosophy of how developers should be like properly made into a community. So the same philosophy from Web3 Auth came over and joined hands with MetaMask. Ayush came over from my team as well. It was so cool to have him and lead delegations. Shabazz is going to join hopefully in a bit. He also came from the team. And the whole way we used to like see MetaMask developer has changed in the last year. A lot of things. Thanks a lot to Francesco to actually help us do that. And from docs to documentation, internals like quick starts, different guides, tutorials, and the way things are written, we have changed a lot of things. And that is showing up with the way the community is responding as well, the way things are growing, and the way we are shipping new stuff on the feedback from everyone. We launched the so that has been a total like overall shift to the MetaMask developer ideation as well. So that was one of the bigger things we achieved. In terms of embedded wallets, definitely the UX has improved a lot. The way we are approaching the things have improved a lot. We worked on server wallets X402 and 8004 as well. And something we are bringing very soon is what Ayush has talked about, with delegations and like 7702 built in. We'll have deep connections with all sorts of AI agents and temporary wallets and things like that as well within our main SDKs. We are bringing V11 next year very soon, and that will have a ton of things, including Solana kit integrations as well. So that is one of the major things we are thinking about. And we are working very closely with Solana, Base, all sorts of companies like out there, all sorts of L2s. We worked really close with Linea. We launched a Linea hub alongside as well. So those were a lot of different things that happened this year, and we are definitely looking to ship a lot of things next year as well.
nice, nice. A lot of like drop the mic kind of hype and FOMO. I want to start Q1, tomorrow. No, exciting. Or let's take a break
Not
anyway.
tomorrow.
Well,
But
it's take a break. We have been like shipping a lot of things very
I
recently.
know, I know,
Actually,
I know.
MetaMask is on a shipping spree, right?
Yeah.
Like too many things have happened on the MetaMask side as well, from pubs, from the decent things around prediction markets to a lot of new exchanges, social logins, whatnot.
Yes, exciting. I'm sharing right now also the docs itself. If there is anything that you want people also to check, let me know. But I think it's quite straightforward. The fact that we are also like trying to make sure that everybody is kind of like accommodated from like web, mobile. I think there are also different versions that you guys build on top from React, Vue, and JavaScript. Anything else? I know that you also worked hard on the tutorials, right? And the quick starts. I think that was a big, also a big step around like improving DevX, and a lot of people appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Like one of the bigger things is like you can actually build an app right there, use the builder to actually see and visualize how the app will look like. And the major things this is adding is the way people are integrating us, right? People can actually see how each and every function works and how everything like definitely seamlessly integrates into their choice of applications. And in the quick start, you can actually see what exactly you want to do. Maybe you just want to use external wallets. Maybe you just want to use like MetaMask, or you want to add social logins. And similarly for higher level permissions as well, you can do the same thing. So those kind of like different ways of how we are engaging with developers got added. Thanks to a lot of feedback, honestly, like all the things we have learned over the past from the different developers, and we are constantly evolving as well as we are getting comments from the developers. So if you have anything, any questions, just hit us up. We have the Builder Hub, we have all the channels out there on Telegram and Discord. You can just hit us up and we'll make sure that is added to other every single, like not just documentation, every single resource we provide. So yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm just sharing, try to share here the Builder Hub. So basically, like we launched this quarter, and the goal was really having developers and builders and founders, anyone asking question on different products, but also asking question general questions about could be tutorial, but also kind of like a support question, because sometimes you're not finding a way, right? And our DM are always open, but this is also a great way to get everyone, but also all the engineering team at the Hook. Anything else that you find interesting around the Builder Hub?
Ah, yeah. Interesting thing is people are still shipping during the end of the year, and I'm getting questions on the Builder Hub. So that is very interesting. I'm so enthusiastic to see like people actually are like not taking a break and shipping cool stuff. So that might mean like in the next quarter we'll have a lot of interesting projects to talk about rather than the projects we talked about today as well. So a lot of different things we'll talk.
Nice, nice, exciting, exciting. Okay, sounds good. I think we're almost good here. Anything else? I know we're waiting like Shabazz, but on the SDK front. But so you kind of highlighted already 2026 on embedded wallet and smart accounts. But I mean, this live stream that we're doing right now is for the founder, for the developers out there, for the builders. What are kind of your main kind of like yearly lesson learned recommendation? Even like to get started with specific feature or feature, like obviously there are the guides, right? But what, like right now, this year we probably saw the main vibe coding kind of like onboarding era. Any recommendation how to kind of like move forward and stay up to date in terms of like could be tooling, could be specific docs, onboarding instruments, onboarding types, just not try to not lose the minds. There's so much content out there too.
I think Yash might
So
have already prepared an AI agent to get him updated like every week or something like that.
I experiment a lot of these things for sure. Like I was thinking about a newsletter app like that. But yeah, we definitely want something like last week in Ethereum, like those kind of newsletters were really good. So one of the very good ways to keep us updated, like keep yourself updated or whatever is happening in the ecosystem is definitely the Builder Hub and the docs. So whatever we ship, we make sure things are live as soon as possible on the docs and the Builder Hub, and we are actively announcing everything as well. And if you just go to the docs or the Builder Hub, you can just write what exactly you want to do, right? We have an AI agent that's going live on the docs very, very soon. So that will also help you a lot in terms of recommending what you should do. And in Builder Hub, you might find similar questions asked as well. And based on your requirements, because think about MetaMask Developer as a complete stack for building anything wallet, right? You want to go in depth with permissions, you can use the smart accounts. You want to like just have social logins, use the embedded wallets. You want to connect to MetaMask, you have a MetaMask SDK out there as well. And just by the way, Shabazz is not here. I will definitely tell people that we are supporting Cape 25 in the next release, and that will be like the extreme multi-chain experience what everybody deserves. And we'll have some backward compatibility things as well, so people don't have to change the code a lot. So we are working on a seamless way for people to transition into the multi-chain world, and that is our major aim. And that has been the aim for MetaMask overall. If you see the theme from last year, right? So we are focusing a lot on this, and you can also look at our different products. Just think what you want to build. There must be something around that. There must be a quick start, there must be a tutorial. If there's nothing, ask on Builder Hub, we'll make it for you. That's for a fact.
Nice. Yeah, 100%. I think it's top notch what you said. I really like also how we approach the quick starts this time. Like, so it's instead actually saying, hey, use this or on board with this. Like, it's based on kind of like the use case that mostly kind of like people have, like I wanna connect to use our MetaMask wallet. I want to create a wallet inside my dApp. So there are different kind of like builder. And I think like the fact that you can, scroll down, seeing actually blurbs of code snippet, it's super strong also for people to kind of like learn fast. Sounds good. So anything else on the dev side in terms of optimization, any kind of like I really like the search kind of you mentioned on the agent side. I think people will start to onboard and more and leveraging the search. The search will basically like evolve into some kind of like CLI specific with like pre-built dApps. But anything else that you wanna mention?
I think Ayush, I would love for you to speak because you are the one who changed the DevX from scratch for smart accounts. So, what were your learnings in that?
I mean, my learnings were to like keep your ears open and take as much criticism you can take in a good way. We got like all the hackathons, like we got really good feedback. Like I had like list of like Excel sheet, like with all the feedbacks, like what could be improved. Even at the Dev Connect, we met the developers like to uh, get in more updates, like what could be improved and everything. And I think like also exploring new SDKs and like working with like competitors was one of the good thing that you can explore, because you will get to know like how others are doing good in the dev space and how we can improve as a like dev tooling to achieve those kind of goals is also one thing to look at. And yeah, like as Yash mentioned, like if you have like any specific guide in your mind that we don't have, if you want any example, we are more than happy to like help you build that up.
It's exciting, exciting. What's your favorite guide, Ayush, that you build?
Ah, my
We will
favorite
share it.
guide.
We will
I
share
think
it here.
my favorite guide would be in if you go in the guides.
Yes, here.
Yeah, yes, it's a execute on smart accounts behalf. So this is
Nice.
like it will walk you through like what delegation is, like what Bob and Alice tries to do, like in terms of like what layman terms you can get, and not just have the technical jargon.
Very cool. Very cool. I like how also like there are both the UA and the smart account options.
Yeah,
Very cool. I mean, it was quite impressive the submissions, the winner submission, especially the second one around the smart account kit was quite impressive.
yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I think we're good to go. We are 15 minutes, 50 minutes late. We just want to kind of like mention one or like let's say one things. So we mentioned both the advanced permission, MetaMask Dev Cook-Off advanced permission is happening with Envio. Is you have another I think like 12 days, what Yash mentioned, so end of the month. So make sure you check this out. Also, again, we're coming from the entire kind of like Solana breakpoint. So we're also like pushing a lot of things regarding the MetaMask SDK and the multi-chain API. We will probably like send over some links. And yeah, apart that, thank you so much. I think this is last the last call is a moment also appreciation to everybody in the entire consensus MetaMask Linea shipping things every day and hearing feedbacks and including the community. And I think like that's really like something that the ecosystem appreciates, and the fact that we're always very, let's say, open, getting those feedbacks. Our doors are always open, especially our everybody in DevRel is super hard working on enhancing the DevX, especially right now in this agentic era. I know Yash is working on MCP on agent specific, so that's very exciting. Okay, anything else that you guys want to mention before we close out?
Take some time off. It's also important to like take some time off. So
Yes. Take some time off, guys. Don't vibe code only. There you are. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yash, any closing words?
white coding needs a lot of actual deep thinking. So We'll see, because you might vibe code a lot of things, which I will as well during the weekend, when like weekdays are for me for chilling, and weekends will be for building, because that is what I'm using the holiday season for. And definitely a lot of debugging afterwards. That will be my weekends after the whole holiday season has ended. So let's see what happens.
Nice,
I
nice.
think
And I think
you spend like
mhm.
more time on debugging the pipe coding than actually pipe coding.
That's why my recommendation is always learning also the basic, right? Don't start like vibe coding without knowing how is the rip look like or something. I think that's a good recommendation. Sounds good. Awesome. Yeah, thanks everyone. Also, thanks everyone for putting those calls. There is a lot of like people, and a special shout out to Amarachi and the entire social media team that is pushing those calls. Is putting like a crazy backlog also for the Q1 2026. There is a lot of work that happen organizing, even like from speaker coordination to partners coordination. And if you're hearing us, you're a partner, you want to kind of like come and present something, our doors are always open and we will make it happen, no matter how our backlog is full. Awesome, awesome. Thanks everyone for this, and enjoy the holiday time, and we'll see in the next community